Shannon Sharpe says, Lamar Jackson looks desperate. He said that on Undisputed. And it made me think, the sociology major and psychology minor that I have from an Ivy League institution, where's that coming from? How do you know, Shannon Sharpe? Now, I was in the business, major network television, for over 20 years. So I know where the bodies are buried. I know where the conversations are, the rhetoric, the conjecture, the real, the fake, all that. And I'm cool with everybody. If someone doesn't like me, trust me, that's only them not liking me. I still like them. I don't have those type of issues. I have kids and a family to feed and to look after. I don't have time to beef with no man. But with that said, having all of this in my mental database, I'm able to draw from a lot of experiences. First, let's talk about what Shannon Sharpe is talking about. He says, Lamar Jackson, hey man, you're looking desperate in this situation because of the reports of Ken Francis, who was that unnamed at first source or rep that was going out there speaking to teams on Lamar Jackson's behalf. Well, NFL caught wind of that. Lamar said, that ain't my dude. What is he doing? And NFL sent out a memo to all clubs on Thursday notifying them that a person who is not certified by the NFLPA may be attempting to persuade team personnel to enter into contract negotiations with Lamar Jackson, who received a non-exclusive franchise tag. Under league rules, teams can only speak with Jackson because he doesn't have an agent, right? You can't mess around with this. Like, legal will get into you if you go out and talk to anybody but his representation, and in this case, his representation is him. All right, according to the memo, NFLPA informed the league that his name is Ken Francis, not a certified agent with the Players Union, may contact teams regarding Jackson. The memo distributed to all teams read, as an uncertified person, Mr. Francis prohibited from negotiating offer sheets or player contracts or discussing potential trades on behalf of any NFL player or prospective player, or assisting in or advising with respect to such negotiations. Don't you hate legal speak? I mean, it's literally there just to confuse you so you can sign away your life, basically. Like, just say the dude can't talk for Lamar. Peace, right? But I get it. Francis told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler that he has not contacted teams on Jackson's behalf. Oh, denial. Somebody lying. Oh, man, I don't speak for Lamar, Francis said. NFL memo said teams that speak about deals with uncertified agents can be fined. And that's going to happen. All right, let's get to it. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with Lamar Jackson, and it's amazing to me, the Adam Schefters of the world, all of them. I just say Adam Schefters because he's the biggest, right? It's amazing with Lamar's contract, they don't know what's up. They don't know what the Ravens really offered, and they don't know what Lamar Jackson really wants. You notice that, right? But then on certain cases and certain players, they know everything. Aaron Rodgers comes to mind. Nobody knows what's going on. In Green Bay, y'all talking to the Jets? Are you guys really talking deep about this, or is this just going to happen all throughout the summer? Aaron, remember? Adam Schefter texting Aaron. Aaron like, lose my number. Right? You ain't hit me before. Don't be hitting me now. Peace. So I just wanted to set the table because there are times where people know everything about a negotiation because there's someone internally leaking that. And there are times where know nothing about what's happening because ain't nobody talking. Just know that. Now let's get into this conversation. Remember, there are only two sides to negotiations, right? You and whoever it is on the other end of that table. That's it. Shannon Sharpe says that Lamar Jackson looks desperate. Okay, let me tell you what a birdie told me. Okay, and this is years ago. And let me give you the facts before I start filling in some blanks. Okay, so in our business, if your deal is not done, 4 months is kind of like the standard, but before or after 4 months, it needs to be done before the deal expires, or else you start to get a little nervous because that means maybe they're not going to pay me what I deserve. Or maybe they're going to make changes to the show. Or maybe they just going to fire me. But basically around that 4-month mark, before your deal expires, your agent and you are like, yo, we got something on the table or not? If not, we got to look elsewhere. Trust me, I know, right? So deals usually get done in that time frame. And here's an article. You Google it for yourself. March 2nd, 2021. March 2nd, 2021. March is third month. April, May, June, July. Seventh month. Oh, July 2021, same year, Shannon Sharpe's contract is up. So 4 months right before it, this article comes out. I think it was on Front Office Sports. Here's the headline. Fox's Shannon Sharpe poised to hit TV free agency this summer. Boy, I love this show because I'm going to educate y'all on this one. All right. Here's the sub headline, right? Not the title, but the sub. Will Fox pay African American? All of a sudden he's black now. Will Fox pay African American star as much as white co-host Skip Bayless? Let's talk. Fox Sports Management has an important strategic decision to make before the next football season, and not just about NFL media rights. Sharpe only earns about half of Bayless's annual salary, said sources. Now remember, they don't know unless somebody's talking about this. Now you ask yourself while I keep reading, is this Fox going to put this information out, or is Shannon Sharpe's side in camp going to put this out? Let's keep talking. The Pro Football Hall of Famer makes an estimated $3 million plus annually versus Skip Bayless, who makes $6 million. The reigning infant terrible of morning sports TV. Now they taking shots. That ain't me. Shannon Sharpe's current contract expires after July 2021, like I told you. The question now is whether Fox will finally compensate the three-time Super Bowl winner similarly to his controversial undisputed co-host Skip Bayless. All right. Let's see. Anything else in there that's interesting? Oh, here we go. Quote, at a time when the country is wrestling with racial equality, Fox has an incredible opportunity to make a statement, said a source. Give Shannon Sharpe a contract that is equal pay for equal work. Now, I didn't know this story came out when it came out. But I was talking to one of the executives, and you know me, I protect the guilty. You're not going to figure out who. But somebody who was privy to this, who was really upset. And I was like, why are you so mad? He was like, well, we're doing the Shannon deal. I was like, oh, okay. I know you're about to get paid. Shannon's a star. And this was at the time where Shannon just caught up to Skip Bayless, it seemed like, in stardom. Now, he surpassed Skip, being real. Club Shay Shay, good Lord. How many views y'all get? Give me some of them views. Just on the show, like, and then on social media, I don't know where their numbers are, but it just seems like in Q rating, he has surpassed Skip Bayless, right? He's headline news when he sneezes now, or has a drink courtside, or gets into an argument, etc. Okay, and his podcast is Smashing Skips. Let's just be real about it. All right, so this is when it's smart for Shannon to bet on Shannon, and for them to say, you know what, this dude is coming. Maybe he's going to get there. All right. That was a smart play by Shannon Sharpe's camp, allegedly. This executive was saying, it wasn't like we didn't want to pay Shannon, but one, this is Skip Bayless's show. And Shannon even admits that. Skip Bayless was the final say on who's the co-host, right? And if Skip would have said no to Shannon, there would have been no Shannon. Simple as that. So you never supposed to forget that, they say, right? You never burn down the bridge you crossed to get here. So that means you can't make more than Skip because Skip got you here. Can you make as much as Skip? Is a conversation that I'm sure Shannon's camp wanted to have. Now, I heard that those negotiations were sticky, like sticky, icky. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. But I know there's only two sides in that room, right? And then all of a sudden, that 4-month mark hits. Remember, I told you. It happened with me in all my negotiations. And none of my negotiations ever got leaked. Why? Because they didn't want to say anything. And why would I want to? I'm just not built like that. Even though it's been tempting at times, like, ooh, I need to say something so I can put pressure on them. The court of public opinion just heavy on their shoulders and head. But I never did that. But in this situation, all of a sudden, the executive was like, it's not that we don't want to pay him. We can't pay him as much as Skip. Let's just be real. But damn, to bring race into it is really igniting this conversation and putting pressure on this company. Smart play, whether it was from Shannon or somebody who could just be on the outside reading it like, I know what can help this flame, it go bigger and harder. lighter fluid, race in that situation. Now, I ask you guys, did at the time, 2021, Shannon Sharpe deserve exactly what Skip did? More importantly, now, does he deserve even more than Skip? It seems like that. But in that relationship, they weren't having a normal contract negotiation based on just the merits. It was a conversation also that was now being supplanted, or at least added to, with race. And that helped propel the conversation into getting the deal done. Now, Shannon has lived up to everything and exceeded expectations. Do not get my words twisted. But what helped, what gave that situation a little nitrous, was this quote and sources and stories that came from Fox, right? Oh, no, man, I just can't see. Tell me in the comments, how could Fox and why would Fox ever leak that? So either it comes from Shannon's side or it comes from the outside. But last time I checked on Lamar's situation, last time I checked on Aaron Rodgers' situation, there is no outside. It's just whatever the hell the other side is saying. So it was a real interesting play to see desperation be used as the term for Lamar Jackson from Shannon Sharpe. Because some people in that building thought that desperation has already entered the room when it came to the conversation and negotiations with Shannon Sharpe. Just wanted you guys to get educated on that, because sometimes in the media, it's not exactly as you see it, right? It's not exactly as advertised. And I think the beauty of this show, in simple, is this. I want to keep the same energy with the media as they do with the athletes. And since I've been both, I know exactly how to handle that energy.